Boogie2988. What happened? It seems that there's just a big ball of negativity rolling through the Boogie2988 world, and it is just sucking subscribers away to now the thousands per day rate. And honestly, he had this coming. It was just a matter of time. Now, if you don't know who Boogie2988 is, I'm not going to give you the whole biography on him. Just, they have search bars here for a reason. Why do I even care about making a video about this? I'm a guy that's making 2-3 videos a year now here for you, and one of which is my dog picking a Super Bowl winner each year. This is a guy who I'm trying to think if I've invested more time through the years watching a person's content, and probably not. I've followed this guy for, I couldn't even tell you how many years. He's been here since, I want to say 2006 or so. Same with me. I've been here since 2006. Anyway, it's kind of weird to finally hit that realization that it's the end. Hold on. Alexa, dead light on. Flipping switches is so 2018. Anyway, just want a little better lighting. And to show off that I have an Alexa. Is that some serious flexing or what? Anyway. Boogie2988 just... If he would practice what he preached a lot more, things wouldn't be coming to the bitter end that it is right now. And it's more that I'm making this video just to say that I don't know if I want to say I'm more ashamed that this has happened to him, more sad that it's happened to him, or just, who gives a shit, like, what I have to say about him, honestly. But as someone who invested so much time in my life watching him as a content creator on this website, I've chimed in along the way a number of videos of mine. Why not just make one last video? I don't know. For whatever reason, this feels right in my mind to do. But Boogie is someone who's had a number of demons in his life and a number of struggles in his life. A lot of those go hand in hand. And he would always constantly preach about being this better person and being this person that wasn't going to let the negativity get to him, that was just going to find a way to be better in every circumstance, every way of life. But when it comes to the drama and people piping up against him for just a H3 podcast where one little thing is picked out where he seems to be accused of being anti-LGBTQ, whatever the acronym is. Anyway, picking out one little thing, and it just blows up into this thing that swallows him up. Everything, 99% of that podcast went just fine, but there was one thing where people said, like, oh, you came off as anti-gay here. And even he said it before himself. He was, I forget exactly what he was correlating this to, but he said, like, you could be in a room with people that are glad to meet you, and 100 people are there, and 99 of those people come up and shake your hand, but that one person slaps you in the face, and that is what you're going to remember above all those 100 people total. You're going to remember the negativity, like, that one person smacked me last night. I can't stand it, and I'm pissed off about it. But what about the other 99 people that were there that were glad to meet you? They're all wiped out. And he made that reference years ago. And his point was appreciate and dwell on and let the positivity swallow you up instead of that one little minute negativity. And I feel that I myself could have let a number of little negativities here and there, a number of people that have, come at me. And I hearken back to another person that I used to watch on this website all the time, who doesn't make videos. I mean, he's made like 1 or 2 in like the past 2 years. Mr. Shy City, where he said something about addressing the negativity in that I'm here to make people feel positive with my videos. If someone takes my positivity into a negativity, why am I going to take time out of my day to address that negativity? I'm here for the positive people, the fans of mine, the people that want to be positive with me. Who cares if someone on the periphery or someone in my fandom doesn't want to be a fan anymore and wants to be negative? And that's a philosophy that I've tried to take here for myself. There's been times of course, I've slipped up. I've spouted off on people and gone negative myself and made videos that are negative topics, or just, laughed at people that have come at me with negative comments. Obviously, the Let's All Laugh at Fanboys comments series of videos I've made is just that. Laughing at the negativity that's been thrown at me from other fan bases. But the thing is I've been a quote-unquote viper's nest of content here, for lack of a better term. I've drawn in a lot of negativity, and I made 10 plus years of videos, and I don't know, I thought I did a pretty damn good job of not getting swallowed up when I had every reason and opportunity to do so. I've had some of the most vicious lies thrown out about me. People have called me a pedophile. People have said I've murdered an ex-girlfriend, just like shit like that. And it's like, okay, let me make a video titled, I did not murder my ex-girlfriend. Here's the reasons why, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, I'm never going to care about accusations like that, because there's never concrete proof, because they never happened. So why would I defend myself for shit like that? Where it's like, if Boogie2988, if you are genuinely not against gay people, do you have to make a video, proclaiming yourself to not be? Like, if someone who honestly doesn't know you on a personal level wants to say that, you're anti-gay, let them. Like, I mean, I understand, like, you want to defend your image, because then they start making videos and like, you say, I don't know, I guess that guy is anti-gay because this guy who didn't know him made a video about him. If that person wants to think you're anti-gay too, then why would you care? Why would you care? And it's little things like that Boogie always talked about, being the better person then. But the drama behind the scenes always got to him. And the reason why I say it's over is because I'm tired of hearing him say he's going to be better. He said he's going to be better so many times. And Boogie, if you're watching this, I've seen your videos throughout the years. I ain't some guy that just latched on or just seen a handful of your Francis videos and barely knows your content. I've seen you time and time and time and time again saying, I'm going to do better on not letting the drama get to me. I'm going to ignore Twitter. I'm going to ignore all the accusations thrown at me. No, you're not. And that's why it's over. Because you're a person that just can't ignore things like that. You just can't. And you can't not let them blow up. I know it's a double negative. Anyways, you have to let things boil up, ferment, and you got to lash out in a way that just is going to hurt your brand. And you've done it time and time again. So many times I'm just saying, like, you know what? This negativity, he's going to try and defend himself again. He's going to try and defend himself again, try and defend himself again, try and defend himself again. And again, if you've said some off-colored things that whatever that you regret, okay, that's fine. We're all human. It's acceptable if that happens, It doesn't justify or make everything peachy keen. But we're humans, we're fallible, we make mistakes, we'll live. Anyway, it's just a shame because he had such a good thing going. And again, the reason why I say it's over is because now I'm just convinced that he's not going to correct things. He's a person with, I don't know if you want to call it a self-abusing personality, a personality that whatever. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not anything. And that's the thing. People are going to come at me like, what are you a profession in anything at to talk on this? I don't know. I'm just someone that watched this guy's content, hears him speak time and time again, and it's just sad to see it come to an end like this, because I fear, and I'm sure many of you fear out there, that this is not going to have a pleasant ending. I'm not going to say what I think is going to happen. We can guess what's going to happen. But the sad truth of it is I don't know what he is going to do without this brand of his being healthy. And it is very unhealthy. And now it is on such a downward spiral that I don't know how he reverses the momentum on this. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can at this point. Because frankly, I think a lot of people are tired of hearing his shit, just like me. Because they don't believe him. I don't believe him anymore. I don't believe him anymore. Like, I was at the point that thought that he was a genuinely honest guy, but man, I don't know what to believe out his mouth anymore, because, you know, talking to placate just, you know, gets a vibe that sticks on people like me, and it's just like, yeah, you're just playing to the audience now. You're talking a good game, but you know what? You can't really play that game that well, can you? And I've been frustrated with him before in the past. I've considered making videos on him before in the past. I unfollowed him on Twitter. Like, I guess it was about a year ago. It was the Khabib McGregor fight. I personally consider myself a huge fan of the UFC. And I remember Boogie2988, who I've never heard say one thing about the UFC in my life ever, or on his Twitter feed or anything like that. He chimes in because all of a sudden it's hyper popular to talk about what happened at the end of the Khabib McGregor fight, because Khabib runs into the crowd. People from Khabib's camp come in and start beating up Conor McGregor and stuff like this. And he talks about, like, you know, these people are animals. What do you expect to happen here? Well, he goes on this little diatribe, and like I say back to him, I'm like, do you even understand anything about what led up to this? Like, he's basically talking about this, like, you know, hey, it's just two fighters that had a fight and things went crazy. I'm like, well, no, like, there was this whole incident with a bus and McGregor throwing thing and all, like, a number of other things. And people are going to be like, well, what are you accusing him of, talking about something that he knew nothing about? You talk about things you know nothing about too, Archfiend, so shut up. The point being is like, I called him out that night. I was like, oh yeah, you're latching onto this, Boogie, because you're talking about something that's hyper popular to talk about, so you think it's going to help get extra clicks for you, that you've accused other people of getting extra clicks for using your name in the title of their video. And anyway, just an example of how I got frustrated with him in the past, but still remain to be a fan of his. Because like I said, that was about a year ago that happened. I still watched every video he made. Spare a few. But still remain to be a fan of his. And that's the thing, like, you still had people like me in your camp. But I've heard this guy so many times try and say he's going to be the better guy. I'm not going to let the drama get to me. Like, I just don't even bother saying that anymore, because you know as well as I that you can't avoid social media. No matter how much you want to say you're going to ignore the comments, you're going to ignore Twitter or anything like that, you can't do that. You can't do that. And that's the bottom line. And that's why it's over. Thus is this video. Alexa, den light off. All of a sudden, Alexa doesn't want to work. Alexa, den light off. You bitch. That is all.